Hello, I'm James Hamm, Lone Star Dog Trainer here in Dallas, Texas, and we are continuing on with the Garmin Delta SE remote collar training series. This is going to be the heel command. Heel, place, place. Good job. Bro, get it. Good. Fetch. The heel command is a little bit different than follow me, and that follow me simply means move in my direction, move with me, know where I am. But in heel, I'm going to try and teach the dog that my movements, sharp, fast, slow, whatever they be, I need you to stay in a position focused on me, fixated on me, on my left-hand side, 6 to 8 inches off my left leg, head in front of my left knee so you can see across me, and will allow me to turn left in front of you, meaning the dog, should I need to. I'm going to create faster movements of separation on heel than I would on follow me. So instead of just kind of arcing turns, I'm going to flank or do 90-degree turns to the right, run backwards, move forward faster. Jetty is a dog that came in from Inverness, Scotland. She's a very, very sensitive dog. She has a bit of a timid, nervous, worried streak in her, but she has very high food drive. So I'm going to use food, her meal, in conjunction with the remote collar, and I'm going to drag the leash because she's done follow me enough where she knows, where she knows to stay within a certain range of me, but now I'm going to refine it, and you're going to hear me use the collar, drop my hand down, present food rapidly in order to keep her in the proper position, because what I want to do is reward her all the time for staying in the proper position. So if I flank to the right, if I run backwards, if I run forward, if I slow down, and she makes the adjustment to stay with me in that specific position, then I'm going to pay her with her meal. She's a very sweet dog, but she is very sensitive. So on the collar, she generally operates on a level 1 or a 2. For a Labrador, that's pretty rare. But we look at the dog in front of us, not the dog that we've trained in the past or the dog that we think. We look at that dog in the moment. And in this case, Jetty's a very sensitive girl, and you'll see me make adjustments. You may hear the collar go up and down, but her range is very low. 1 to 3 is generally where she operates. Other Labradors, you have to treat them a little bit differently. They need a little bit more guidance, but Jetty's a very sensitive little girl. So if Jetty drifts off to my left, I'm going to pivot right and create separation. If she lags behind, I'm going to run forward. If she forges ahead, I'm going to run back. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to work on the other commands that I have taught her, sit and down. So we're going to do right turns, left turns, right U-turns, left U-turns, right about turns. We're going to do sits and downs, and we're going to work on recall. So when she's looking somewhere else, I'm going to run backwards and call her to me, and then swing her into heel. All little things that she likes to do for her food, but it's training. And because she's eating and she's motivated by it, she doesn't know that we're training. That's the great part. Very nice. So, come on. So as I create separation, every time I change direction or change speed, I'm going to tap the collar. Good job. Yes. Sit. Yes. So when I work on sits and downs, when I'm doing other drills like heeling or recall, I keep the sits together, I keep the downs together, and I teach the downs from a standing position. I don't teach the dog here, heel, sit, and then down. I separate sit and down to get a nice clean look. What I mean by that is here's a sit, very nice. The sit looked good. I'll swing into heel, heel, Good job, nice. Swing into heel, heel. Good. And then there's the down, down. Nice, clean drop, down. Good girl. Down. Very nice. Pick my pace up. The more I feed her, when she's in the proper position, the happier she is to be there. Come on. And if I slow down. So let's say that I want to teach a dog to get closer to me, and I need her to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drift right, tap the collar, and you're going to see her come into me, and I'm going to pay her so she realizes that if I create separation and she closes that gap, she's going to get paid. Good job. Sit. Yes. I usually do 3 to 5 sits, 3 to 5 downs. I move on to something else, so that way heeling isn't the only thing I'm doing. Sitting isn't the only thing I'm doing. Doing downs is not the only thing. It mixes it up to keep it more interesting for the dog. And then sometimes I'll just throw little fun things in there, like a left spin, swing into heel. Teach her to go through my legs, swing into heel. I don't want that rope to burn my ankle. Let's get that off of there. Good. And if I change my speed, I tamp to prompt her that something's going to change. Good job. Do a full left circle. She maintains her position. And the more she does that's harder, the more I'm going to heel. Good job. Now here I'm going to run backwards, work on recall, and then swing it straight into a heel. Here. Good job. Heel. That's called a rollout. Here. Good. Trying to bring it across left heel. Yes. Tap when I change my direction. Flank right, heel. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. Good job, girl. And again, for a super timid dog, the fact that she has such high food drive is extremely helpful, and it's in the best interest of the dog to use what motivates her. There are dogs that I can't use food with because they don't have the food drive, and then there's dogs who have very high food drive, like Jetty, and it is an exponential factor pairing the collar, the remote collar, Delta SE, to food. And you can see that when she feels it, that tail is still moving 100 miles an hour. She is very happy, not disturbed. And then now that everything is going well, I'm going to unclip the leash and give her a chance. So we're on level 2 right now. I'm going to keep it simple because now she has the opportunity to be foolish if you want. There we go. Heel. Good job. So I'm going to work her close because I don't have the restraint of the leash anymore. Create separation, feed the dog. Tap, create separation, feed the dog. Tap, create separation, feed the dog. Right, U-turn. Now I'm going to turn left, run backwards, tap the collar here. Here. Good. Heel. Very nice. Change my speed. Walk at the pace of a 73-year-old man with a bad back and knees. If she pays attention to me, I'm going to feed her multiple times. Jetty's a very sharp dog. Despite her sensitivity, she can train for a solid 20 minutes before she begins to fade, which is pretty remarkable. And so every command has a prompt, every change of direction has a prompt with the collar. Down. Very good. Down. We don't have durations yet on the downs, so I'm not going to try that, especially because I don't have the restraint. But this is how quickly you can get your dogs to work off leash using the Delta SE. food and good training. When she came in, she was 1,000 miles an hour, but terrified of the world. Sit. Very good. I shouldn't have fed her right there. Her feet came off the ground. Sit. Yes. Sit. Good. Got my hand down faster. Sit. Good. Now, 3 to 4 swings into heel. Heel. Yes, and you can see that drive is coming up. She likes this. Good. So, I'm tapping 3 times. Here, heel, and sit. Here, heel, sit. Good. Prompting each movement, each position change. Here, heel, sit. Good. We'll have a little fun just to create some front. Good. Because she doesn't have any proficiency on that, I didn't tap on the collar. Heel, go through. Again, just a little bit of fun. Go through, heel. Good. Let's do some speed changes. Good. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Get it, girl. Do a couple more downs and we are about done. Down. So again, to recap, in heeling, the dog can make 4 general mistakes. Lagging, where the dog trails behind. For that, I speed up. Drifting left, I flank right. Forging ahead, I run backwards. Or I change direction, what's called the rollout. Here. Make the dog come to me. And crowding is where the dog pushes into my left leg. With that, I just give a little bump with my knee to create some separation so the dog doesn't do it. Sit. So at the end of the lesson, this dog still wants to go. She's still very happy. And I end it while she's still successful. And we have practiced sit, down, here, heel, and many of the movements that are in general heeling obedience, right turn, right U-turn, left U-turn, right circle, left circle. And she doesn't know she's training because she's eating. Very nice. Good job.
Cool.
And that's some basics of heeling.